What's the absolute best bargain in gaming monitors? This bad boy right here, the ABS 27-inch 2K 180Hz gaming monitor. The ABS is loaded with some absolutely awesome features for its price. If you haven't upgraded your monitor in a minute, the ABS looks so amazing it's gonna absolutely stomp your old monitor, and monitor tech has improved a lot in the last few years, so upgrading is really a must. And the ABS is a stunning deal, so let's dig into it. First, let's talk about the screen panel, which is super important. This monitor uses an IPS panel, which are known for excellent color accuracy and image clarity. Plus, unlike the other options, IPS panels still look great off-center. So if you lean to the left or to the right while you game, you still get the same great image without blurring or distortion. The ABS monitor delivers both the image quality of an IPS panel and a huge 180Hz refresh rate, which means you get up to 180 beautiful frames every second you're gaming. Speaking of colors, there are a lot of fancy numbers and terms, but the simple way of looking at it is that this monitor has really incredible color accuracy, especially for its price range. When you see that this monitor has 102% of the Adobe RGB colors, that means every single color that exists in the industry-wide Adobe RGB standard is reproduced, which is 16.7 million, by the way, plus another 2% that goes beyond that standard, so you can do that math. Actually don't, because we already did it. That's an extra 334,000 colors. If you do any sort of graphic work, this monitor is going to show you every last Adobe RGB color detail possible. And if you game, well, you're getting all that color goodness as well. So long, washed out images. When it comes to image, another big factor is brightness. What you want is a monitor that can adjust brightness high enough to handle a brightly lit room, as well as stay color correct if you dim the monitor for a dark room. The ABS monitor has 400 nits of brightness, which is very high and excellent for everything outside of using the monitor in direct sunlight. And if you're working on this monitor outdoors, you have other things to worry about besides monitor brightness. One spec you'll see thrown around a lot is dynamic range, or high dynamic range, or simply HDR, which is not a dead president. It references the detail you see between the darkest darks and the lightest lights in one image. Inferior monitors will wash out either the dark or the lights, so if you're looking at a light scene, you won't see all the details in the shadows. If you're in a dark room, the sky outside looks like one big white blob. As for the specs, the ABS monitor has an HDR 400 ranking. HDR 400 means full HDR effect up to 400 nits of brightness, which gets you all that detail in more or less all scenarios. Okay, so a high refresh rate and great image quality are wonderful, but an often overlooked detail is response time and how it affects motion blur. Essentially, a screen can refresh, let's say 180 times per second, giving you a great FPS, but blur is caused by how quickly the individual pixels can transition from frame to frame. The faster that transition, the less blur. To get the least amount of blur possible, you want a super low response time. In this case, just 1 millisecond, which is super duper low. But it also helps to have some blur reduction technology supporting that rapid response time. The ABS monitor uses a proprietary dynamic image clarity tech to reduce microstutters and more by optimizing the screen backlight flickering and strobing. Dynamic image clarity is an advanced motion clarity technology designed to eliminate motion blur and reduce ghosting during high-speed visual transitions. And it achieves this by inserting black frames between image sequences to improve clarity, particularly during fast-paced movements. Of course, you don't actually see the black frames because the refresh rate is so high, but you do notice the lack of stutter and ghosting. Importantly, the ABS monitor's dynamic image clarity does this all without lowering its brightness. Other monitors need to dim in order to reduce blur. Really, there is a lot of tech here, but what you really need to know is the ABS monitor has some top-level hardware to give you silky smooth frames. And why does this all even matter? because the less blur and ghosting, the more accurate your crosshair, the cleaner your movements, and the faster you can get a shot off before your opponent does. The ABS monitor is basically unlocking a power-up that your opponents can't even get. Now, one feature we love on this monitor is the stand. It might seem like a little thing, but desk clutter plagues our lives. The stand is made to be as small and sturdy as possible, and shaped to allow you to push your keyboard right up against the monitor, or on top of the stand itself. Other stands on other monitors sometimes stick out and have weird shapes that make the space under the monitor basically useless. With this monitor, you still retain access to all that sweet desktop real estate. In addition to all of that, the monitor has AMD FreeSync, which matches the monitor's refresh rate to your GPU's frame rate for a buttery smooth gaming experience with no screen tearing. The monitor also features blue light reduction, so your brain doesn't get fried by blue light at night. Overall, the ABS 27-inch gaming monitor is honestly wildly good for its price. It's basically the best bargain in gaming monitors today. Why is the price so low? Because ABS believes everyone deserves a great gaming monitor at a great price. The ABS 27-inch gaming monitor has been made to allow for the lowest possible pricing while maintaining exceptional quality and a user-focused design. Thanks so much for watching. Let us know what you think about the ABS gaming monitor in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more great content, and make sure that you join the brand new Newegg gamer community. Link in the description.